Hey guys, good, beautiful morning from Blairsville, Georgia, mile 31 of the Appalachian Trail. All right, so this morning, guys, we have Mary starting off with the weather and the water, and after we have some news. Let's see what we got going on today. All right, Mary.
All right, thank you, Donald. Good morning, everybody. It is 66 degrees here in Blairsville right now and mostly cloudy. We are looking at a high of 77 today. It will be partly cloudy this morning, giving way to a few showers later on this afternoon. There is a 30% chance of rain. And then tonight, 62 for a low, cloudy skies this evening, and it will become partly cloudy after midnight. Winds today and tonight are 5 to 10 miles per hour. Up on Blood Mountain today, we're looking at a high of 72 degrees with a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. It will be mostly sunny. And then tonight, 59 degrees, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 9 p.m. And then a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the night, mostly cloudy. Winds today and tonight, 10 to 15 mile per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour, and there is a 40% chance of rain today and tonight. Water is good on the trail right now. We've had a lot of rain. Other weather type information, we are seeing the haze from the wildfires in Canada as far south as Atlanta. I have noticed over the last several days it's been quite hazy out there. So we do have that going on. And then also coming up sometime soon in the near future, next couple of days, we have the massive dust plume coming from the Sahara Desert making its way across the ocean. So it should be impacting parts of the southeast all the way up into Georgia and a little bit more across to a degree. So we do have that. I remember, I think it was in 2020 or 2021, we had that dust cloud. And I remember how the sky looked kind of strange. And then I remembered, because it looked like rain, but then I remembered we were having that dust plume. And I remember that. So it's kind of cool to think that it comes all the way across the ocean like that. But it does make it look kind of weird in the sky. Cool and weird at the same time.
I saw that volcano erupted in Italy. Did you see that with all the people up there?
I think I did see
And they
that.
were all running.
That's insane.
The news and stuff, man, it shows the volcano erupting and then people are running and then some people are running. I thought it was like Boba Fett, his silhouette. I thought it was AI at first because I couldn't imagine knowing that a volcano may erupt and then being up there next to it. Those gases are toxic and stuff, man.
And the power it puts out from the blast itself, that'll take trees down. I'm sure you've seen pictures or videos where it just smashes all the trees down. So if people are in the way, I
Yeah,
would
they're
think
gonna get
that's
wiped right out,
that's
man.
deadly. I would
Yeah,
think, you know.
yeah. And so they're all running, man. But Boba Fett was actually a camera dude filming the stuff, and then there were people like standing and filming it. And all right,
Wow.
yeah, sort of like Mount St. Helens, huh?
They'd be running for cover.
Yeah. And so definitely that's interesting about the dust storm. I do remember that actually back in 2021.
I don't know if it was 2020 or 2021, but it did occur.
Yeah. All right. Did you have more?
I'm good. I'm turning it over to you now.
All right. It's sweet. Thank you, Mary. Great news. All right. So I'm going to start off the morning with the morning news with the missing hikers on Katahdin. The father was found deceased up near the summit. It was around 2:30ish or 2:45 yesterday that they discovered the father.
Yes.
The daughter is still missing as of right now. I've done some searching trying to find any other news. Most of it's from 6 to 12 to 14 hours ago, so there's really nothing new. It's unfortunate that this is how that ended up. I'm hoping for the best for the daughter.
Me too.
So the night So they left Sunday morning. The daughter is a representative of a medical company. I believe they make medical tools or something, man. I don't mark my words on that. I just know she works out of New York for a medical company. They were up here on a business trip. From what I understand, the daughter wrote that she would be on a like Instagram or some sort of like
Social media.
yeah, and she wrote that she would be that she planned a day out to go up to Katahdin and hike up to the summit, and that she wanted to hike the A-Ball Trail, and so she said that if she was not back yet, that she would be up there, and so they started off at 6 or 7 a.m. on Sunday morning. The truck was parked in the day hiker parking area. And so when the Rangers discovered their vehicle there, and when they discovered the vehicle there, they realized that there are some people up on the mountain. So they started a search, and they discovered the father yesterday. And so the daughter, not sure what's going on
We're
yet.
just gonna have to wait until we hear something.
The
That's good.
Yeah. So the temperatures on Sunday night were 40 degrees. And on Monday night, it was 30 degrees. And they had a wind chill of freezing. Katahdin, I grew up in Maine. Katahdin is known for storms and fog. It will settle in, and it'll pretty much encase you where you can't see more than 5, 6, 7 feet in front of you. And so that's what that mountain is known for. And it's easy to get hurt up there, man. And the weather can change in the matter of seconds. And so unfortunately, June is not a good time to be hiking up to the top of Katahdin without being prepared. It's not just even though it's a day hike, like I was saying yesterday, I don't care if it's 4 or 5 miles, 2 miles, you're going in and out. People need to be prepared, man, especially up there. Maine weather is unpredictable.
I would just
Period.
like to add, to your point, look at that first northbounder that summited like 2 or 3 days ago. He was up there with snow on the summit in June. So, that shows what you're talking about. And,
Well, in June in Maine, we're still not out of the winter type of weather. Back in the day when I was a kid, man, June was when we got it, June 14th or something, depending on how many snow days we had that year. But mid-June is when we would get out of school. And so I can still remember snow on the ground. And if we piled snow up, so I lived up on top of a hill, man. My house was on top of a hill, so the driveway went up and went in a curve, and it was a long driveway. And so during the winter, we would stack the snow up because we had to plow to get to the top. But that snow would still be there in the mid-June. And so I lived in what is called Central Maine. I lived off the Kennebec River in Hollow, Maine. And so Katahdin is another 100 and something miles north from me, or yeah, maybe like 85. Bangor is like 85 miles, and then Millinocket right around 100 miles. It took 3 hours to drive up there, so that's quite a ways north, man. And the weather up there is much different. So June is not a time to be hiking up without being prepared and having the proper equipment, meaning gloves, hat, tent. Just be ready for any type of weather. I see too many people. I don't know if these guys are unprepared, but I'm going to say that the way that everything went, I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm gonna say that, like most people, they saw this as a day hike, and probably went up with the least amount of gear, and so it's unfortunate. I hope that they find the daughter well and alive. We'll see. I will continue to look and follow the news and do my best to report it. We do have a friend in Maine that has been calling. Thank you, Peter, calling and giving us a heads up on what's going on up there. So we'll see, man. All right. And so I want to talk a little bit about the Southeast, the national parks from May 23rd to May 30th. Numerous emergency calls, unprepared hikers. So we're seeing a rise in numbers and rescues between May 23rd and the 30th. 15 rescues were performed at 2 parks. Every mission involved a heat-related issue. May 29th, a middle-aged man in Zion Park required emergency hydration and transport to the hospital. A few hours later, in the same spot, or the same park, a group of 12 teens ran out of H2O 2.5 miles into their hike. Yes, 9 of them were showing signs of heat-related illness. 3 were airlifted to safety. And so the Grand Canyon, in the same week, medics treated over a dozen people for heat-related emergencies and injuries. Grand Canyon National Park staff conducted 13 medevac situations responding to heat illness, dehydration, hyponatremia, which is low sodium for overhydration, and lower leg injuries.
That's very dangerous too, that lower sodium.
It is, and that's one of the biggest things I also see out here is people just drinking and drinking and drinking, and it's like, you can actually overhydrate, and it can be equally as harmful. Yes, and I just see people sucking the water down, and I tell them, I'm like, man, pace yourself.
I did that myself when we first got on trail. I couldn't get enough to drink. I remember that. And, even knowing the fact that you are diluting your electrolytes and that it can be dangerous for you, I could not get enough to drink at first. And
It takes time to train yourself not to do that. And so I usually go a couple miles and then I'll take a drink and then I'll do it again. And so drinking too much or not adding electrolytes to your fluids can be dangerous. And so 12 teens going off into the desert or into the Grand Canyon where you're going down below into a canyon where it's just like a heat trap, man. You're like walking into a stove almost. And so it's not something to play around with.
no, it's not. Absolutely.
I've read so many horror stories involving this stuff right here. Like so there was this group, man, and most of them died, and they were trying to so they got down, they drank all their water, and then they were trying to make it to the what's the river? The Colorado River. And so they were trying to make it there, and it was only like a mile or 2 away, but they all died, I think, except for like 1 or 2 of the kids, man. They all died. Every single one of them. There was like a group of them, like 10 or 11 Boy Scouts or something. All of them.
Oh, my goodness. That's horrible.
And this happens quite a bit, man. And also, if I remember correctly, they didn't have a map and stuff, I don't think, man. So they didn't even really know where they were and stuff, man. And that is so dangerous, man. People need to study the area, man. Just because there's a trail cutting through, man, you have to study the area and pay attention and know where your water holes are. Know if carry enough water, man. Have everything planned out. Have a backup, man. I think the biggest issue that I keep reading over and over again is being prepared. You have to be prepared, man. You have to know what you're going into. Also should be checking out, know your limits. I want to say it again. I go back to when you see the influencers or people just filming their hikes, man, and showing the good only. Just look at it, watch it, but don't take it as like, this is the information that I need to make this hike work. And don't think that it's going to be simple. Make sure that you're prepared when you come out here. Have enough water. Carry a backpack, man, with stuff that you need. And if you're going into the deep backcountry, I suggest either renting a satellite phone or have some sort of connection with a satellite like a Spot or a Garmin InReach. They're super cheap, man. They might be like $400 or $500 and whatever a month or a year or a month for your subscription, but that's nothing compared to life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, man? That is cheap compared to the price. There's no price tag on your life, man. And so just be prepared, guys. Don't skimp out on your gear. Don't skimp out on
safety.
information, safety. So that all being said, we've got a few shuttles today, man. Mary's going to be in Atlanta, and Jordan also, he's going to be going up to Addis Gap and then picking up our three top Todd,
Yes.
and taking them back to Atlanta. Correct?
That's right.
All right, sweet. So that's what we got going on today. Well, actually, part of the group.
The one from Addis is one person coming out, going back to his son's vehicle, and the rest are continuing on. We'll extract them Friday from Deep Gap.
Was there more than the three?
Todd is just 3 people.
Yeah, but where
they're
did
going back to
where did the old man come from?
He's our 5 top that we have on Friday. He's having a tough
Oh,
time.
that's
so
right, dude. Okay.
The person that's scheduled with us for Friday, he called last night, and I spoke to him about getting his dad out from Addis Gap. So Jordan's going to be going in there this morning, getting him out back to Unicoi, and then the others are going to continue on for their extraction on Friday. That's the plan at the moment, at least.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, all right, guys. That's what we have going on today, man. So, if anyone needs anything at all, we're here. I'm just going to be here doing my usual, just working and putting together videos and trying to answer the phone and make sure everyone's all good.
I'll be driving and gathering videos and pictures.
That's right, man. All right, kids. Thank you so much for watching. And if anyone needs anything at all, give us a jingle. One love, peace.